and a very warm welcome to today's session. Today we are going to read Ancient Greek Tragedies. Now, if you're a student of UG in English, then definitely you are aware of European literature, and Greek literature is very much prescribed in European literature as a part of your syllabus. Again, if you're preparing for UGC NET JRF, then definitely this video will help you to make your preparations in a better way. So without further ado, we are delving into the ancient Greek tragedies. Now, the ancient Greece, if you see, there were lot many, over 1,000 city-states during that period of 500 BCE, and certain city-states were actually very powerful in that period. They used to rule independently, and some of the major city-states are Sparta, Athens, Corinth, Thebes, Rhodes, and many others. Now, if we talk about the theatre, Greek theatre, the word is coming from Latin term theateron, and that means a place for seeing. Now, this Greek theatre were actually part of competitions, and they were performed in drama festivals where tragedies were performed, and it began as a gathering to honor the god of wine and fertility, Dionysius. Now, at the earlier festivals, larger groups would dance and sing hymns praising the god. And this was actually the earliest form of the chorus. Now, if we move on, these were actually performed especially in the city of Dionysia in Athens. And as we know, Dionysius is the Greek god of wine and fertility, which is also known as Bacchus in Rome. Now, the very first actor we see in 6th century BCE, Thespis, and he is a poet who is becoming the first actor when he joined in and interacted with the chorus. So it is from this Thespius name that the word thespian is coming, which means actor. So again, if you see, these plays were performed in form of competitions, and especially two types of competitions were there. One is Dionysian and second one is Lenia. Now under this Dionysian, serious plays were performed, and under Lenia, comedies or comic plays were performed. If you see the theatre, the first diagram, this is the part of the Greek theatre, and the middle part is the orchestra, that is the raised platform or stage on which the actors used to enact. If you see the sideway, the theateron, the place where the audience used to sit, and that was actually the elevated part, and these theaters were constructed with steep fan-shaped walls of sitting and holding as many viewers as 14,000, over 14,000 at a time. And they looked down toward the raised stage, that is the orchestra, as you can see in the first image. And this construction helped the large audience to hear the dialogue. It acted as the amphitheater. It was also believed that the mouthpieces of the mask actually were used as megaphones in order to project actors' voice or amplify their voice. Now, if you see the parados in the image, first image, those are the sideways from which the audience used to get in. Scene again is the last part of that theater, as you can see, and that is the place where the theaters used to dress themselves or change clothes, or it might be called as a green room for the actors. Now, if you move on, the ancient Greek tragedians, you can just remember ASE in short, and that is for Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides. If we see Aeschylus, the first play was The Persians, and it is the oldest surviving Greek tragedy, and it is depicting the aftermath of the Battle of Salamis. Second is Prometheus Bound, and it is a part of trilogy which is focusing on Prometheus, the Titan. The third is Orestria, and this is the trilogy again, which is talking about Eumenides, the Libetian bearers, and the Agamemnon. And within the talk is within the house of Arthur's. Now, Sophocles, if you see the Oedipus Rex, or it might be called the Oedipus the King, this again is the timeless tragedy that tells the story of King Oedipus, where the son is killing his own father and marrying his own mother. Just the reverse, if we talk, the Electra complex, these are the psychological terms when we'll talk about it in future videos. Electra again is a play that is talking about the story of the daughter who is actually taking revenge against her mother and stepfather for the murder of her father. So again, the love for the father and the rage for the mother in Electra complex. Antigone again is a play that is again a part of trilogy that is surrounded, or it talks about the family of Oedipus. Now we will be talking about Euripides. Euripides is actually taking characters from the common mass and talking about women-centric themes. He's taking women as his theme and the outcast people as his theme, and he's defying Aristotle's definition of the noble birth. A person of noble birth would be the tragic character. So Medea is the first play, and it is a powerful tragedy that is centering on the vengeful Medea who is murdering her own children to punish her unfaithful husband Jason. The second is Bacchae, which is exploring the arrival of god Dionysius in Thebes. Third is Trojan Women, and it is depicting the suffering of the women in Troy following the city's fall. So if we see, Aeschylus is talking about the house of Arthurus, Sophocles is talking about Theban plays, and Euripides is talking for female-centric themes for women and outcast people. So Greek tragedy is important to know that there are two important parts. First is actors and second one is chorus. The chorus is acting like the Sutradhar. Thank you very much for listening. Again, we'll meet in the next video.